Hi everyone, my name is Tasia and I'm the leading Methodist in the Bootcamp Practice of the Future. We'd like to welcome you in our program. I think it won't be an easy way, but it will be a very interesting one. And before you write the first part of the code and launch it, before that I would like to ruin some of these worries and fears that you might see or hear from the experts and see in your computers. So here I'd like to speak about which programs we're going to use, even though it might look a bit strange. So first of all, I'd like to take a look at my screen, and one of the first moments is that my screen doesn't look like Windows, which you are used to seeing. It's correct because you see me in a different operational screen. And don't be worried if you see different operational systems. So most people use Linux or Mac, and for me I have one of the distributive of Linux. It's called Manjaro. It works pretty much the same as any other program, any other system. So the same windows, the same programs. Now let's take a closer look at it, and I'll look at my computer. So I'd like to start is where are we going to program? So what are we going to use for our programming? First of all, we need to use the browser, and I'd like to use Chrome. And some people, in Linux it's called Chromium because it's a different operational system. So let's open our browser and let's take a closer attention. So let's take a closer look at the Google folder. This is just a basic Google disk. So how can we log in? Before the bootcamp, I would like you to have a Google in account, not in Yandex, but in Google. Because Google has a lot of opportunities which you can use. Just tap on the big screen on the first page. So you have YouTube, Google Disk, Google Drive, and so on. And we need Google Drive here. So when you open it, you can see like empty screen, but if you click the right button, you can create folders, upload files, and upload folders here because it's a cloud drive. So all the documents, presentations which you can use, you can actually take from here. And if we use more, so here you can see Google Collaboratory. So let's click it and let's create a file. So I have already created a file, and I've already created some, but let's take a look. And welcome to Google Colab. Google Colab is one of the opportunities, one of the programs for developing notebooks which we're going to use in this bootcamp. So I'll take a closer look at this word notebook or laptop. So usually we don't talk about laptop or notebook in Russian as the laptop itself, but it's more like a workbook where we have working code. So all of this, notebooks are the same, they look the same, but let's take a closer look in Google Colab. So here we have different names, how we can name this notebook, and then you can insert some folders. So you can insert it with the code or with the text. So if you do it with the text, you can just write in English. And there are a lot of opportunities for editing, and you can also write a line of code. So you can have an editor where you can write programs. So I'll delete this line, and would like you to write the same thing that I did. So basically you just need to do exactly the same thing that I wrote, all the same punctuation and so on. If you write the same thing and if you write start, so your computer will think about it, and yeah, after that you will you'll say, yeah, hello world. So that's basically a very basic program which just says and does this function. So yeah, that's basically the program that we wrote in our programming language. And let's take a look at the menu, which I click with the mouse. So we have these folders, and we can upload different files here. So we can use not the programs in our computers, but directly from Google. So basically we just need to upload it here and use it. So that's a quick overview of where we're going to write the code. But there will be a lot of speakers, and by creating such file in Google Colab, please make sure that it has dot and I write dot ipump. And now let's look at the second option, the second variant of the code which will be used in the bootcamp.